Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So in today's skincare Sunday video, I am sharing my favourite SPFs and my favourite sunscreens for oily skin. I also have some other ones that might be good if you are a combination. So this is my little basket of sun creams which I'm going to go through today and just let you guys know why I love them, what ones I love and how I use them and all that kind of stuff. So of course, as usual, if you enjoyed this video throughout at any point, just feel free to hit the like button down below. And if you are new here and you want to see more skincare videos, then please subscribe down below again, because I have new skincare videos every Sunday. I have a lot on them about adult acne, acne tips, and my Tretinoin / Retin-A journey and how I am currently clearing my skin. Okay, so we all know that a big part of skincare is your SPF, protecting your skin from sun damage, UVA, UVB rays, and just keeping it in the best condition we possibly can. So the two things that have only ever been proven really scientifically in detail to be anti-aging is sunscreen and Tretinoin. If you want more information on Tretinoin, then there are plenty of videos which I will put all the links down below so you guys can check out all that stuff. Obviously, prevention is key, and we're not just talking about anti-aging, we're also talking about skin cancer, and it's just really important to protect your skin as you would your child. Now, firstly, before I get into the video, I do want to just address that some of the sunscreens are on a bit of a pricier scale, but for me personally, I've been on a quest to find a sunscreen that works really well for oily skin and is mattifying and not greasy, because realistically, hopefully you agree with me on this one, that general sunscreens can be quite greasy and very emollient. The typical standard sunscreen, even the ones that we use on our face, can be very greasy and emollient. And for that reason, the ones that are designed for oily skin actually tend to be in the higher price racket, because they are specifically, formulated to help oily skin and to not add more grease and oil. So to kick things off, I am going to show you my Vichy Sunscreen, which is an SPF 30, and it is the Ideal Solaire. Anyway, as you can see, it is loved by me, and I have repurchased this at least 5 times. I like to get these kind of things when they're on offer, because then I am generally getting a saving. I will put the general RRP up here so you guys can see what the price of these are. And the reason why I've got 2 is one is pretty much empty, but what I like to do at some point is just cut off the top and then scoop around and really put that all over my face. But I've been lazy and I've just kind of opened this one. Another thing I should say is that I do alternate between sunscreens. I might use one for a week and another one for a week. I don't know why I do that. I just do. So the reason why I like this sunscreen is because it is mattifying. So it literally says on the bottle, mattifying face fluid dry touch. It does exactly that. When you apply this, there is no extreme cast. It can leave white marks if you don't rub it in thoroughly. It's a good protection at SPF 30. It comes in a nice squeezy tube and it is 50 milliliters. Like I've said, this was probably the first one that I discovered, and I have just stuck with it because it works. It's not greasy. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. You can build it up, you can add more, and it just doesn't get really greasy and horrible on the skin. So I love that. You can apply makeup over it and it's absolutely fine. It's dry to touch, as it says. It doesn't leave any residue. And I really, really love this sunscreen, so I had to share it with you guys. So if you guys are subscribed or you are following my skincare journey, you will know that I am a fan of Roche Posay. One of the first ones that I found was Roche Posay Anti-Shine Anthelios XL. So this, again, is one that I've repurchased, I'm going to say 4 times again. And I just... So this one's an SPF 50+. This one I would say is a bit thicker and you need to work into the skin a bit more. It can cause pilling if you, it obviously depends what you put over the top or what you have underneath your skin, like what moisturizer you use. I have experienced pilling with this. Obviously that's different for everybody and that depends on what you're using and what formulas you have on your skin already. But the benefits of this is that it is anti-shine. Anti-shine, we love that, we love that. And it says non-perfumed dry touch gel cream. It is exactly that. So these I love again because you can cut off the top and you can scoop around once the sun cream is no longer pumping out. It's just fantastic. To me, this one's a bit more of a moisturizing sunscreen, like it's still got that thickness to it, but it does leave your skin dry, and it is anti-shine, but it's not fully matte like the Vichy ones. So obviously I like this one a lot, but I wanted to try another one by La Roche Posay, and this one is called the Anthelios Anti-Imperfections. It doesn't say on here, but I will add what ingredients it has because I'm pretty sure it has niacinamide and salicylic acid. So salicylic acid is on the bottle. I'm pretty sure it had niacinamide as well. And it says it's a corrective gel cream. So again, this is SPF 50, UVB, really easy to use. You can cut that off, which I love. You can really get your whole money's worth and just scoop around and use every last ounce. So this is really, really lovely. The thing that I noticed mostly about this was when I used it, the redness on my skin looked diminished very, very subtly. I'm not saying obviously make my skin flawless or anything like that, but it really helps to subside some of that redness. And I then looked into, you know, what's causing that, because it's instant when you do it, and I think it's the niacinamide. I'm not sure. The fact that it does leave like a slight cast, it's not really like a cast, like a ghostly cast, but it is that you're wearing sunscreen and you might look a bit paler. I imagine if you have darker skin, this may create more of a cast, because then it's got more of a contrast between your skin complexion and the actual product. Next up is another La Roche Posay one. You can see that I'm a fan if I have 3 different ones by La Roche Posay. So this one is the one that you shake, and it is a very, very watery, fluid sunscreen. I'm going to put some on so you guys can see. Super watery, very runny, fluid as the name suggests. So I do like this sunscreen. The only thing about it is I'm not sure of the application amount, because it's so light on the skin. I feel like, have I put enough on? Do I need to put you know, twice as much as I normally would, because this is so watery? Exactly what it says. So this is an SPF 30, UVA, UVB again, and it's a invisible fluid. Literally looks like you've just moisturized your skin. It's not, there's no cast, there's no visibility of sunscreen at all, and it's ultra resistant, high protection, and you shake it before you use it. So this one isn't really marketed for oily, acne prone skin. You know, it doesn't say dry to touch, mattifying or anything like that, and I kind of agree with that. It's a bit more moisturizing, but because of the formulation, this light fluid that's invisible, it's not heavy on the skin and it's very light. You feel like you've just moisturized. So I've been using that. This is probably one of my most recent purchases, so I've not repurchased this before because I've never actually finished this bottle that I got a couple of months ago. Oh, I should probably mention, so while we're on La Roche Posay, don't worry, they're not all La Roche Posay, but this is actually the same as the anti-shine. I just have it in a spray formula as well. So I am aware that spray SPFs do not provide, you know, a lot of coverage. Personally, this is just something that I use to top up my sunscreen, and you technically could do this over your makeup. It's very minimal, it's barely noticeable, you know, it's very light, but this is the same anti-shine. It's 50 plus, it's a SPF 50, it's for sun sensitive skin, and having it in the can on the beach and doing that feels amazing. So if you want to top up that way. So the next one that I'm going to show you might be good if you have combination skin. Technically this isn't the best one for oily skin, but I do like it. I mainly started using this around the time when I used Tretinoin, so my skin was a bit drier, but I thought I'd keep it in here anyway just to show you guys it is a good one if you want to try it, if you have combination or less oily skin. And this is it's called the Ryman P20. So it's seriously reliable sun care. It's an SPF 30 and it says durable up to 10 hours, highly water resistant, light cream form. That's initially what attracted me to this sunscreen, the light cream formula. So I would say obviously there's no marketing on there for oily skin or mattifying or anything like that, but I was really intrigued by the high durability and the light cream formula. So I would say this is quite a creamy sunscreen, but it's again not too greasy like the very generic normal sunscreen. This may be ideal if you are somebody that's oily but you still use some moisturizing things on your face, because some people have oily skin but they don't always want highly mattifying products. They might also be looking for something that is just lighter than the usual one. But overall, this was a really good sunscreen. It lasted a while. It's not heavy on the face, even though it is quite a moisturizing one. I thought I would show it because it is a good one that I do like. So now we're kind of moving on to the ones that I generally use on my neck because they didn't really fit perfectly on my face. However, one that I do use still on my face is this one, which is by Boots Pharmacy, and they have their own brand called Sultan. Basically, this is for sensitive skin. It's an SPF 50. Again, it says specially formulated for sensitive skin, anti-aging complex, light and non-greasy. So this to me is similar to the P20 and anti-shine, as if they were to have a baby. It's got a moisturizing effect, but it doesn't feel highly greasy. It doesn't feel like a thick sunscreen is on your skin or that it's just sitting there. It just feels like you have moisturized your skin with a really lovely moisturizer that's not too much. However, I wouldn't recommend this for the oiliest of skins, but it really depends how you use your sunscreen. If you're using your sunscreen to be a hydrating element to your skincare routine, then yes, I would recommend this for your face. So then lastly, I just have this one from Garnier, which is a UV Spore 30 SPF, and that's basically what I use on my neck because it's a bit too heavy for my face. But again, it says non-greasy and quick absorption, but when I see things like this, I don't automatically think that it's for oily skin. The ones that I see that are for oily skin have mattifying, dry to touch, invisible fluid, you know, things that imply that it is gonna feel like it's not on your skin, which those do. When I see non-greasy and light, generally it doesn't really translate as great for oily skin. If I was on holiday, I would probably consider putting this on my face if I didn't have any makeup or anything. It's not terrible. So guys, they are all my sunscreens that I wanted to show you. The ones that I love are primarily from Roche Posay, and I will keep repurchasing the Vichy one because I just love it and it's lasted and it works. And once I've found something that works for me, I'm going to continue with it, but I will still search and have a look at what else is out there. But for the time being, these are the ones that I really like. And as I mentioned, I love to get them when they're on offer because then you get a bit more value for money. If you found this video helpful, then please give it a like or subscribe down below if you want to see more skincare content. I have a new skincare video every Sunday.